Representative C. Smith, you're recognized in debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I'd like to start by talking about the process. This has not been an open and transparent process. We needed robust public input. There has been virtually no public access to how these maps were put together. 10 years ago, state legislators hosted public meetings across Florida seeking public input. The legislature went from Pensacola to Tallahassee all the way east to Jacksonville. They went down to Central Florida, Tampa, Miami, Palm Beach County, the Florida Keys. Members, we were everywhere 10 years ago, holding public meetings, asking for input. 10 years later, 0 public meetings outside of the Florida Capitol. 0. So we've deviated from the standard legislative process. But the legislature said, don't worry, trust us. We're going to put these maps together fairly. I want to speak to the state house map and address minority representation and the tremendous growth of the Hispanic and Latino community. We had 12 Hispanic performing districts 10 years ago and 12 Hispanic performing districts now in this map. Yet our community, nuestra comunidad, el pueblo, grew more than any other. 1.5 million new Hispanic and Latino Floridians. Floridians who are driving our state's economic growth, who are leaders and entrepreneurs and leaders in business and educators and leaders in healthcare. Where are our new Hispanic and Latino districts? Are they in all 12 of the currently drawn Hispanic performing districts? Are they all packed in there? Where did they go? Where is the data that shows us where they went? Data on where Latinos grew the most in our state. Where's the data on how the Latino community is voting? So we had 12 Hispanic performing districts 10 years ago and 12 again 10 years later, despite leading every other group in growth over the past 10 years. And as Representative Thompson mentioned before me, the minimum is not enough. The absence of retrogression doesn't mean we have progression or progress. We can do better than the bare minimum, members. We need fair districts, and I cannot vote for a map like this one, especially a map that leaves my community, the Latino community, behind. And that's why I urge you members to vote down on this bill and pass a fair map. Thank you.
Representative Will